Hello everyone, welcome back. If you've been following the channel, then first of all, a big thank you for all the support recently. And you'll know that I just returned from a trip to the beautiful country of Colombia, where I just played 2 open international tournaments. I'd say it was a very successful trip. I only gained about 10 rating points, still we're slowly increasing. But most importantly, I played 18 very instructive games from which there was a lot that I learned, many learning lessons, and now it's a time to apply them here in our own training. So the 2 main things I learned: I was struggling quite a lot in calculation still. I was calculating quite poorly, and also endgames. I messed up quite a few winning or drawing positions that I definitely shouldn't have, specifically rook endgames. So it's time to tackle all of those issues for this little training season that we have before our next event. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sebastian. I'm a 19-year-old chess candidate master, and I'm training every single day and playing tournaments in the pursuit of the GM title. Without further ado, we have the board here, so let's start training. So I actually have this signed book here, Attack and Defense by Grandmaster Jakob Agart, which I very wrongfully let collect dust on my shelf. I bought this at the Olympiad last year when I was in Budapest representing Panama, where I got to meet Magnus, Fabiano, all of these amazing people, partying with MVL, drinking with Jobaba. That's not the point. The point is I have irresponsibly bought this book and not looked at it for a long time. And so today I want to look at the chapter number 9, where it says only move. I took a look at these positions before, superficially. Today I really want to dive deep, because these are the kinds of positions where sometimes I'm very good at finding general plans, but in a critical calculation position where it's about finding the only move, sometimes I struggle a little bit. So this is only the second position from the instructive part before actually looking at the puzzles. And here, after rook b5, apparently black resigned in this game. The reason for that being that it seems like the queen is trapped, and if rook takes queen, if queen takes rook, then we have bishop a4 pinning the queen to the king. And it seems like it's game over. But look what happened here. What move black actually has. If you want, you can try to pause the video and find the solution. The move here is knight to d3 check. And then if the queen takes, or if the bishop takes, then this is no longer an issue, so then black can play queen takes rook on a5. But now look at this insanely beautiful sequence. If after knight d3 check, black plays king to e2, there is knight c1 check, and if king to f3, then there is knight d2 check. And if here knight takes d2, because if queen takes, then there is no longer control of a4 anymore. Here, the sequence is absolutely insane. What continues is queen takes c3 check. If the king goes to g4, there is f5 check. Now king to h5, g6 check, and if king h6, pause the video one more time if you haven't seen it yet, because this is really pretty. Queen takes h3 check, g takes h3, the idea of liberating that f4 square for the knight. And now, after bishop f4 check, king g7, king to e7, and the checkmate here on g8 is unavoidable. Just wow. I then had to go to bed early because I remembered I had a lesson in the morning with one of my students. By the way, if you want to work with me, you can check out my website, which is linked in the description. I just updated some new programs, prices, so we can either have an individual lesson or work together long term. Anyway, now it's time to continue training because the grind never stops. Honestly, I was just a little too lazy to set up the board, so I did some chess tempo instead. Now it's time to get dressed and go to the gym. I haven't been there in a long time, so I got really weak. But let's see what my strength is at. Well, I waited a little bit too long. This is Panamanian weather for you. Wind and everything. All my legs are getting soaked. Holy shit. Ah! Yeah, I promise you I used to be able to bench 2 plates, but 1 month without gym and not the best food and travel won't really help.